Its largest national anthem protest yet. In a preseason matchup against the New York Giants last night, 12 Cleveland Brown players took a knee during the anthem. That included Browns tight end Seth DeValve, the first white NFL player to take a knee during the Star-Spangled Banner. Following the game, the players explained what sparked their protest.
There's a lot of, racial and social injustices that are going on in the world right now. So, we just decided to, take a knee and, pray for the people who've been affected, just pray for the world in general.
I wanted to take the opportunity with my teammates during the anthem, to pray for our country, and also to draw attention to the fact that we have work to do. And that's why I did what I did.
Brian, a couple things. Now, I know this is very dicey and very sensitive. Veterans, this just riled up a lot of issues. Let me start with this. Whether you agree or disagree with the fact that some of these players are taking a knee or not standing for the anthem, in light of the previous segment where we saw complete anarchy and just complete massive violence and that the worst kind of expression of speech, is there at least something at all, in your opinion, to be said for a peaceful demonstration of one's point of view? They're taking a knee, some of these players in prayer at this point. I understand some people want them to stand, and I get that, but they are expressing themselves in a peaceful way.
There's many ways to protest. You have a national anthem. We also agree we're Americans. You're at work. Mm-hmm. You don't stand up in the middle of our workplace and start creating chaos because we get fired.
But they're not creating chaos.
That's chaos, believe me.
Taking a knee and praying?
Here's why. Because you have 12 players saying when the national anthem's playing, you're supposed to salute your country. It's okay to take a knee
now, who said
and
that?
Ignore it.
I'm just curious.
Number two, here's the ramification.
They ignored it. They prayed, though, Brian.
They're ignoring it.
They're praying.
You stand with your hand over your heart with the national anthem.
Brian, let me give you this.
Finish your point. Here's the ripple effect.
Go ahead.
The ripple effect is 9-year-old Pop Warner kids in Texas laying down during the national anthem because Colin Kaepernick thought his girlfriend would thought it would be a good idea for him to stop doing this.
We're not talking about
That's how
Colin
it started.
Kaepernick right there.
It all started with him.
Here's the thing. I got to pivot to you on this, Nan.
Sure.
At what point are we so concerned with policing the way the protest looks, if it offends our sensibilities? And with respect, I understand a lot of people are offended by the kneeling and the praying on the field and not standing. I respect their right to be offended by it. But really, are we really going to police to that degree the way some people choose to peacefully express their view?
Well, Emily, I mean, you're absolutely right about free speech, yes. However, the NFL is a private employer, and if they want to, if any team wants to require their players to stand, I think I'd favor the owners who do. And let me suggest this for these players, because social justice is the quintessential American motivator. That's why this country was founded, so that government would treat its citizens justly. And we have striven through generations to do that. I would urge these players to do two things. One, visit a VA hospital. Visit the men and women who sacrificed health and came close to sacrificing their lives. And those who visit a cemetery.
I even think the military is a head fake. I think the military is a head fake.
Citizenship ceremony.
This is the bottom line is, if you can't agree fundamentally, no one says we're a perfect country. If you can't agree fundamentally we're on the same page as a country,
I agree with you.
then there's the problem. If you want to do that before the game or after the game, that's it.
I think that people are saying
attendance will drop and ratings will drop. That happened last year.
That's fine, but that has nothing to do. And the NFL, as a business and organization, will bear the financial consequences. That's fine,
so
Brian.
So will those players.
And that's
Make
fine.
it Major League Lacrosse.
That is fine as well. I simply can't. I have a serious problem when we start policing because we don't like the way a particular person is protesting. We say it's because of the substance of their argument, but I mean, at what point is that an attack on free speech as well?
Well, they do have the freedom to do that, and then other people have the freedom to say, I don't like it. They have the freedom. And it's, the reason that they can do that is because we do have that freedom in this country. In other countries, you'd get literally arrested, probably killed for doing something like that. So I think it's great that we do have that freedom.
Many of these players consult with veterans, to your point, to find out what is I understand that they prefer you to stand, but I want to make a statement politically, Danielle, and so I want to consult with a veteran. And many vets have said the more respectful thing to do is take that knee and offer that prayer.
I totally agree. I think what they're doing is differential. They're taking a knee in prayer. Our last segment, we talked about free speech and Antifa. So free speech is not without consequences. So if the NFL, as a private organisation, wants to censure them, wants to fire them, who knows what will happen with Kaepernick, that's up to them.
Right.
But they have that right. And if Nazis can march on Charlottesville, then NFL players can take a knee in an NFL game.
And our free speech says totally out of line, totally inappropriate. You're taking the lead off a guy that on a whim sat down during a game, in a preseason game, and now they're protesting because he doesn't have a job as a backup quarterback somewhere after he turned down a $900,000 a year job. This is all from Kaepernick.
No, that's unfair, Brian.
If it wasn't for Kaepernick,
you're
they'd be standing up.
a lot of dots
This is
there.
inexcusable.
No,
if
I
they're
think
Americans, you stand during the national anthem.
They don't have to be American on your terms, Brian Kilmeade. They can be American on the terms that they want.
If you don't stand for it, we can't agree to stand during the national anthem.
We can't agree that we have a right to express our views.
What about individual liberty? Aren't we founded on the notion that we are?
I don't think anyone's denying that they have the right.
I think that Brian is. Brian just said they don't have a right to stand.
Is it the right?
I think it would be highly salutary if they all stood. I think it sends the right message that we respect and cherish the sacrifices that our forebears made.
I also love. I think it's a right message to show compassion and empathy for your fellow teammates. So I think
before or after the game.
Whenever they feel that they want to express
Play football. That's what you're paid for.
No, actually, you get to do what you want as a free American in this country. But we've got to now say goodbye to our specialists, Nan Hayworth and Danielle McLaughlin. Thank you both for joining us. And up next, it's Wait What? Don't go away.